Hello and welcome to this test drive video. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at this Kia Ceed GT, which we currently have in stock at our Kia branch in Blackpool. This is possibly one of the most underrated and overlooked hot hatches on the market today. It comes with a 1.6 litre turbocharged inline 4, which puts out 201 brake horsepower. This particular model comes fitted with the 6-speed manual gearbox, which is a rarity for these cars as a lot of them have been equipped with the automatic transmission, of which we do have one of those in stock at the moment as well too. To make it even better, the Ceed GT comes packed with plenty of features to make it more competitive within the market that it sits. Let's have a look at some of those features. With the GT styling, you get a nice mix of gloss red and black trims. You have the xenon headlights up front, along with these 18-inch alloy wheels. Tying the front to the back is these side skirt extensions. It also comes with a GT badging on the rear, and then as well these twin tip exhausts, which I'll let you hear what they sound like now. Inside, the Ceed GT continues to shine. You have this perforated leather steering wheel, which is also heated. You can see there the 6-speed manual, as well as these stunning bucket style seats, which are in a leather and Alcantara suede material, which continue the black and red theme. Going over the controls, on the steering wheel here you have your fingertip controls for your audio and calls, as well as the cruise control. Just behind those you have your stalks for your windscreen wiper, as well as your light control. And then we have the dial display here, showing the vehicle on 22,848 miles. The central display here, this houses your integrated sat-nav, audio, as well as Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and as well the reversing camera with its guidelines. Just beneath that you have the shortcut buttons so you can jump from menu to menu. And then just below that you have your dual zone climate controls. And then just beneath those you have the panel for controlling the heated front seats and the heated steering wheel too. Located under this panel here is the USB aux and 12 volt supply. And then on the centre console itself, like I say, the 6-speed manual gearbox here. And then you have your controls for your sport mode, stop start, parking sensors and remote park assist. Here is the electric handbrake. Moving to the door card, you've got the continued red trim there, really giving this a nice accent, and then the window controls as well. Continued in the rear is the leather and Alcantara seats, as well the red stitching. There's plenty of space back here, as well as an armrest in the centre seat too. Moving to the boot, you have 395 litres to be specific, plenty of room for a hatchback. So what's the Ceed GT like out on the road? The best way to put it is, it does all the right things. So with the gearbox, it's smooth into each gear and you don't have no hiccups whether you're going down a gear or going up a gear, whether it needs to be a quick gear change, it just handles it really nicely. When you are putting your foot down a little bit more, you get the amazing sensory experiences, whether that's the intake noise or the noise of the exhaust, or just being thrown back into your seat by this thing. It really just adds to the experience, and it's really what you want from a hot hatch. One thing definitely worth mentioning is the stiff suspension. Now, if you're not used to a hot hatch, it will come as a surprise to you. However, if you are used to hot hatches, then don't expect anything different from, say, the likes of a Golf GTI. With that being said, the suspension is really good on the road and really helps this put down the power that it's got. Without that stiff suspension there, it wouldn't be able to grip up and handle the corners as well as it does. At this point here, I do transition the car into the sport mode, which it has. Now, in terms of suspension, there's no change there. However, the steering does become heavier and a lot more responsive. This is perfect for if you are going to be using this car on a day-to-day basis. You can simply roll around in the normal mode and then you'll have nice and light steering, which is perfect for making your manoeuvres such as your parking, anything along those lines. And then when you need to, you can switch it into sport mode, which just gives you a bit better of a feel for this and just being able to make more precise steering inputs when you are out on the go. Just going to demonstrate at this point the remote park assist. This can be used on either parallel parking, as I do here, or you can use it to bay park. It's great for if you're not too confident or you're just getting to grips with it, or it's just a little bit tight of a space but the system picks up that you can park there. It's as simple as leaving the steering alone completely and then just getting the car to its bike point and moving nice and slowly, and it'll do everything else for you, apart from change the gear, that is. So at this point here, you can see it just simply tells me to put it in reverse. I'm just checking the blind spots, making sure that we're not going to have no accident or bumps or anything like that. But even with the curb in place, it had no problems and it was parked really nice closely to it. Not too close to give you a heart attack about curbing the alloys, but close enough not to cause any issues to any other traffic. And then just having to switch into first here, just for it to make the minute adjustments and make sure that it was all happy with it. Honestly, I could talk about this car for days, but you'd get bored of that. The best way to put it is the traditional hot hatch, just made by a company that you wouldn't expect it from. The manual gearbox is spot on, and even though 200 brake horsepower doesn't sound like a lot, it really puts that power down well and would surprise anyone who gets behind the wheel of this. Now, if you are interested in this particular one or just interested in coming and having a look, then don't hesitate to get in contact with us. You can give us a call on 01253 298 833, or you can go to the link in the description and get in contact with us via the website.